Welcome back to the Awakening Movement channel. Today we are here to dive into a powerful technique for lucid dreaming known as the Wake Back to Bed, or the WBTB. This particular method is highly effective and can significantly increase your chances of achieving lucidity in your dreams. So let's get started. The Wake Back to Bed technique is a simple yet powerful method. It involves waking up during your sleep cycle and then going back to sleep with the intention of having a lucid dream. So to give you a step-by-step detail of how to engage in this practice, the first step is to understand the basics. So WBTB, Wake Back to Bed, works by leveraging our natural cycles of REM sleep, which is when we have our most vivid dreams in that REM cycle. By waking up during REM and staying awake for a very short period of time, you can increase your awareness and intention to become lucid when you go back into your sleep. So the second part of this is setting your alarm. This is a very important part. So you start by setting an alarm to wake yourself up about 4 to 6 hours after you've fallen asleep. This time is super crucial because it aligns with our REM stages. So this is when we have the longest periods of REM, and they become more longer and more frequent. You have a higher chance of remembering your dreams in these longer periods of REM. In the initial stages of REM, in the beginning of your sleep cycles of the night, your REM cycles can start at and end at about 5 minutes, sometimes 2 minutes, and then they increase as you go through the next cycle. You go through your delta sleep, then you come back up into REM, and then the cycle gets longer to 10, 15, 20, 30, and then you're having these really long REM cycles. So this is really important, is setting your alarm between the 4 to 6 hour mark. So you want to make sure that you're choosing a gentle alarm sound. Do not pick a foghorn or anything that is obnoxious by any means. I really do like the soundtrack for the Pixar movie Soul. There's some gentle melodies in that particular movie that, for me, when I wake up, it's really calming actually to wake up to, rather than startling. Because a big piece of this, and I'll get a little more into it, is to remain relaxed and not to be jolted awake, right? So we want to make sure that we're setting a gentle alarm so that we don't cause too much disruption. This third step is the waking up step. When the alarm goes off, get out of bed and stay awake for about 20 to 30 minutes or so. Use this time to become fully awake, but remember to stay in the state of relaxation. So this means that you can read about lucid dreaming, you can write in your dream journal, or even meditate. Meditation is great in this period for 20 to 30 minutes. Just try not to fall back to sleep until the time is ready. The key here is to keep your mind engaged, but to ensure that you are not overstimulating yourself. So this is a time to ignore your text messages if you have any text messages. We aren't looking at Instagram, TikTok, you want to avoid all those things at all costs. We're not trying to overstimulate ourselves. We're really just trying our best to be relaxed and to have that little break in between sleep and wakefulness. So the next step would be setting your intention. And this is basically in every single lucid dreaming, for the most part, technique is the intention. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Your intention is your most powerful tool. So your ability to take that idea and then to put your focus on it and intend for it to happen increases the likelihood of it actually taking place. So really, really important is make sure that intention is strong. And you can do this by setting a strong intention to become lucid in your dream. You can use the mantra I will become aware that I am dreaming. You can even visualize yourself becoming lucid in a dream scenario. So using that to kind of using your power of visualization to create that intention. And if visualizing is not really your thing, that mantra is really great. So just repeating it over and over and over. And that mantra can be something that you come up with. It doesn't have to be anything in particular that I'm saying. It's something that works for you, something that's going to roll off of your own tongue and feel natural. So it is important to create the intention, or the intention setting is crucial, because it primes you to recognize when you're dreaming. You have to be able to have that in the intention to prime yourself. Remember, we've talked about this in a previous video with the post-it note memory, where we are it's in the mild technique. You can see that video. I can link it in the end of this video so you can go and check that if you haven't seen it. But it is where we are using our post-it note memory to remember to do things. So we need to prime ourselves. Next step is the going back to sleep part. So you're basically going to return to bed and you're going to try to fall asleep pretty quickly. It's important to maintain a relaxed, calm state, focusing on your intention or your mantra or your visualization to have a lucid dream. You can use techniques like counting your breaths, visualizing a dream scene to help you sort of drift back to sleep. So some additional tips that I have for you when practicing the WBTB practice. Consistency is key. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Like anything else in life, consistency is key. Consistently engaging in your practice, no matter what the practice is going to ultimately determine your success. So consistency is key. You have to will it. You have to want it and will it. Want and will, and make sure that you intend to continue to practice. It is essential. Without you wanting something and willing it into existence and being consistent, that means you will it and you do the work, and you will it and you do the work. It will come to you. It can take time sometimes. I've said this before. Don't give up on yourself. Never give up on yourself. You can do it. I've done it. You can do it. So practicing this particular, the WBTB, regularly to train your mind and body to recognize and induce lucidity. Avoid using screens and bright lights during your wake period. These can interfere with your ability to fall back to sleep. At least 1 hour before bed, no screens. We don't need them on. You don't need to watch this YouTube before bed. Really consider the fact that even if you have your screen on night shift mode, that is a bright torch in your eyes, and you are telling your body it is time to wake up, not time to sleep. You need to get that deep sleep, and we want to make sure that we're relaxed. So part of that is to avoid screens, please. And then last thing I want to say, and I say this every time, kind of like a record on repeat here, broken record, but keep a dream journal to track your progress and record any lucid dreams you experience. This helps reinforce your intention and improves dream recall. It is so essential. You have to have a dream journal. And I've said this before, you can do it electronically. You can do voice memos. You can have notes in your phone. You can type it on your computer. You can put it on your iPad. You can write it out. I personally like to write them out. It just, for me, that kinesthetic movement of writing my dreams is very helpful. So start the dream journal. And I do want to say this, if you do start a dream journal, ensure that the journal is specifically and only for you to write your dreams down in. No, nothing else goes in there. No phone numbers, no notes, no self-reflective journal entries. That's great, but that's for another journal. The dream journal is its own journal, and even you can go as far as having a pen that's specifically for that dream journal, so that it is a very special thing, a very intimate process that you are engaging in. So those are some of my tips. I do want to highlight some benefits of the WBTB practice. This particular practice can increase your chances of having a lucid dream, like I've said before, compared to other techniques. It allows for deeper exploration of your dreams, and can be a powerful tool for personal growth, problem solving, and creativity. Lucid dreaming as a whole is a wonderful way of developing your problem solving and your creativity. So by practicing the wake back to bed technique, you open the door to an incredible dream experience and greater self-awareness. Remember, the journey to lucid dreaming takes patience and persistence. So keep practicing and stay motivated. You can do it. Be persistent. I believe in you. It is possible. We all have this ability. Let's just put our attention on the dreams. And with that, I thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment with your experience or questions. Don't forget to like I said, subscribe, and share this video if you found it helpful for you, or if you know that it could be helpful for someone else. And with that, I thank you for visiting the Awakening Movement today, and thank you for your time. I wish you happy, deep, restful, lucid dreams.